Hi, everybody. This is Kara from Club Pilates in McKinney, coming at you with a mini ball core workout. So, starting each of my live workouts with a little disclaimer and a caution. So, you guys, if exercise has any injuries with your back, fusions, herniations, etc., please modify as you need to. I will give as many mods as I can during this. The ball exercises that we're going to do today make this pretty safe. All right, and then here I am. So I'm going to use my bender ball. If you have a mini fit ball, exercise ball, that works great. If you don't have one of those, you can use a small pillow. We're going to use it behind our back, between our knees. I'm going to use my ball. You can also take a sweatshirt and roll it up. I rolled it up and I stuffed it in the hood. And this hoodie doesn't have a string, but you could cinch it tight and it makes a nice little ball. And then it's easier to wash than your couch pillow. Okay, so another option if you don't have a little ball. You can do most of this without it, but the ball is going to give us a little extra resistance and a little support for our back. Okay, all right, well, let's get started here. So I'm going to start sitting on my mat or the floor. I have a raised mat here. And I'm going to put the little ball behind my low back. I call it like it's a little bunny tail, but also acts as a door stopper so I don't slide away. We're going to just do a few half rollbacks. So I want you to take a big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to curl your tailbone under, round your low back a little bit, and roll into the ball. And then come back up. So exhale as you curl back. Inhale to stay. Exhale to come back up. Inhale, exhale, curl it back, pull those abs in, and then restack. Warming that core up, warming that back up. Feet are planted, and we're just rolling back as we exhale, pulling those abdominals into your ball, and then sitting back up. And then roll it back. Breathe in to stay, and bring it back up. We're going to do that one more time. Roll it back. Hold for an inhale, and then bring it back up. We're going to go right into a little hundreds here in that same position to get the blood flowing. So exhale, curl yourself back to that position. Palms go down by your side, shoulders broad. Now pump your arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 20. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill your lungs with air and let out every last drop. Pumping those arms vigorously, trying to hold everything still as you do so. Halfway, breathe in. Exhale, pull those abs in a little bit more. Inhale deep. Exhale. We have 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. And then sit yourself back up. Take the little ball out from between or behind your back, put it in your hands, and we're going to roll ourselves all the way down. So I just want you to curl that tailbone down and lay down. We're going to bridge up and put that ball under your sacrum or your tailbone, okay? So I just want you to keep it there nice and steady. There's a little space under your back. You might be able to see my hand there. Now I want those ribs to hips to find a connection. We're going to keep our feet flat on the ground, and we're going to do some pelvic tilts right here. So I just want you to activate your abdominals and pull your belly in. I'm going to move my arms just so you can see for a second. So we come back to that neutral, and then we curl it back in. My ball is rolling just a couple inches as I do this. Just a little curl. Under and back. I want to initiate from my abdominals, but there might be a little bit of glute and hamstring activation. As long as you don't over squeeze it, it's okay. They help pull the pelvis down. Breathe. I want 2 more like that. Just mobilizing that tailbone, pulling in, and bringing it back. Now, pull it into that posterior tilt. Again, just a little lengthening of the low back, shortening of ribs to hips. Now, keep this nice and tight. Hands can go on your belly if you need to feel that, or pressing into the mat for some stability. I'm going to go there. Now, we're going to do some little knee folds, which means I'm going to bring one leg up to tabletop, find that stability, and then bring it back down. And the weight transfers a little bit. I'm going to bring the other leg up to tabletop and bring it back down. My goal here as I transfer weight is that my back and pelvis position doesn't change. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. One more. And then bring it down. Now, we're going to bring both legs to tabletop if that works for you. You can continue with what we were just doing. It's a little more basic. So I'm going to bring one leg up to tabletop and then the other leg up to join it. So now I'm kind of balanced on that ball, right? I want to find my level. I can use my chair rail behind me as my guide. Holding that, now I'm going to drop down with a little toe tap, bring it back up. The other leg. Don't lose those abs. And remember to breathe in and out. In and out. Abs tight. Yep. Now, we're going to pick up the tempo if you can. You can keep doing what we were just doing. So reset, make sure you didn't lose those abs, and now let the legs pass in space. And pass, and pass, and pass. Breathe. Feel the core. Oops, losing my hair. Last one, right? Left. Both legs come up. Okay. Reset. Pull those abs in. Take a big inhale. Now, if you can, lower both legs towards the floor a little bit and bring them back up. You don't need to go super far because I don't want you to lose those abs acting as little suspenders. So channel your inner work from work, and you got your rainbow suspenders on, and they're keeping your ribs to hips connected. Lower. The seat should activate that thigh lowering and lifting. And if you're doing this without a ball, you're just on the mat. This just changes a little bit from what we've been doing. And then bring it up. Nice. All right, we're gonna put both feet back down. And now I'm gonna do a little one leg circle here. So I'm gonna bring my left leg to tabletop and then up to the sky. My right leg is gonna stay on the mat or floor surface, arms down by my side. I'm gonna keep my pelvis as still as I can. And the ball, which is squished, is adding a little extra challenge there. So now I wanna go across my midline, down and up. This circle can be as small as you need it to be controlled. Breathe in, rotate it around. One more, pause at the top. Connect that core again. Now we're gonna go the other direction. So take it away from you, down and up. So we're mobilizing the hip joint while stabilizing the back and pelvis. My abs are working hard. I'm feeling all the muscles in my hip. I have one more. And then I'm going to bring it up. Bend that knee, foot back down. Make sure you're nice and set again. Connect that core if you lost it. And again, that ball's right under the sacrum. And then the right leg comes up to tabletop and then up to the sky. If you need this leg bent a little bit because your hamstrings are tight, that's always okay. So now I'm going to connect the core and then I'm going to go across my body, down and around. Across, down and around. Across, down and around. Across, down and around. I'm going to do one more this direction. And then I'm going to pause to go the other way, away from the body and back up across. So I'm trying to go out to the side, down towards the floor and across my body, pulling my abs in. One more. And then when I get to the top, I'm going to bend that knee and find the floor. From here, I'm going to lift my hips up to remove the ball. And then I'm going to rock or roll. We'll see if I can roll. You can rock yourself up to seated or roll up. Take an inhale as you lift the ball up. Exhale as you curl up through your torso. Okay, we're gonna do 3 roll downs with the ball in our hand. Bend your knees and go halfway if that's nicer for your body. So I'm gonna curl my tailbone under. I'm using hamstrings and glutes to tip the pelvis and the abdominals to pull my spine down. Reaching overhead. Inhale as I bring the ball up over my face. Exhale to curl up. I'm going to roll right back into that. Again, you can stop it halfway if that's where your body is today or you have any stuff going on in the low back. Oops, I lost it. I tried to talk while rolling. All right, I'm going to put the ball under my heels, lower Achilles area, okay? I'm going to try to roll back here 3 times. Again, stick with bent knees and halfway if that works for you. So I'm going to roll it back. This adds an extra challenge. Inhale. And peel it up. And then I'm going to roll it back again. See the wobble I got going? If not, watch your body. Okay, one more time. I'm going to roll it back. And roll up and stay. Oh, so challenging. All right, I'm going to take the ball out from under my legs and put it in my hands. We're going to do a little abdominal series here, although Pilates is all abdominals working, right? We're going to roll it back, stay back, bring one leg and then the other to tabletop, and hold the ball by the shins, okay? We're going to do a little chest lift here to warm it up. So I'm going to curl head and shoulders down, curl head and shoulders up, down, and up. While doing this, always make sure that the back of the neck is long. Think channel your inner giraffe. Exhale up. Inhale lower. 2 more. Curl it up and back. Curl it up and back. When doing this series, you can always get rid of the ball. You can use it as a little pillow and just stay there and do the rest of the series without lifting head and chest, but staying in your little bit of flexion. Okay, I'm going to hold the ball against my knees. So my thighs are pulling into the ball and my hands are pushing into the ball. So I just fired up my obliques and my deep layers of my abs right here. So we're going to take this into double leg stretch. So we're going to reach the ball and the arms overhead, and then I'm going to scoop and push pull. Inhale, reach, pull the ball down, knees into ball, ball into knees, reach. I'm pushing with my hands, pulling with my knees. Breathe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, scoop. And rest it down. Okay, single leg stretch. I'm going to start with one leg out long, reaching from that seat. Try to stay long through both sides of your waist so there's no hip hiking going on. I'm going to bring the other leg into tabletop into that ball. I'm going to keep head and shoulders down on this one. Bad choice of hat today. Okay. And then I'm going to switch and switch. I'm going to reach that leg and pull the knee into the ball and reach and reach. I'm feeling that seat, that thut, the thigh and the butt junction of that reaching leg. Slow with me. One more each side. Reach and pull, and rest it all down. Okay, crisscross is next. I'm going to come up into my chest lift with this. You can stay down if you need to. So I'm going to bring my hands up, my head and shoulders up. Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. I'm going to take left leg long and reach over towards my bent right leg. Up to center. Exhale, rotate. I'm just reaching just outside of my thigh. Pelvis is not rocking and rolling. Rib cage is turning. 2 more each side. Last one. And then rock yourself up to seated. All right. We're going to put the ball behind our ankles. We're just going to do a little balance here in our rolling like a ball position. Those of you with safe spines and no rolling like a ball, you're more than welcome to do it. I'm just going to hold the balance position here. So I'm going to find back edge of sits bones. I'm going to pull my belly button away from my thighs, and I'm going to hover right here. And I'm just trying to hold, pushing into the ball, inner thighs, pushing into my hands, and pulling my belly away. And I'm going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it. All right, we're going to do a little challenge of a ball transfer here, as well as some corkscrew legs. So I'm going to start with the corkscrew legs. Ball's going to stay between my ankles. I'm going to roll myself back down to the mat, bring my legs to tabletop, and then up to the sky. Okay? So pelvis is allowed to shift a little bit as I do this one, but try to control with your obliques. So we're going to take the legs off to a diagonal on the left side, down towards the floor. Weight transfers to the right side, and I come back up to the top. And then we U-turn. We go to the right, down, around, and up. So goal is oblique engagement. We're going to alternate sides. I call this the Texas U-turn. We're on those service roads, and we don't know where we're going, so we keep switching. We go down, around, and up, down, around, and up, down, around, and up, and then hug it in. All right, so here's my little ball transfer move. I'm going to take the ball into my hands, and I'm going to take my legs to 45. I'm going to curl up and put the ball between my ankles. And then I'm going to lower back down. I'm going to take the ball away, lower back down, reach it up, lower back down, alternating, reach down flat, curl up, reach down flat, curl up, down flat, curl up. One more reach and up, reach. Ball needs to end in my ankles, and then hug it in. Rock side to side for a second. Okay, so ball is between my ankles. Make sure it's kind of by your ankle bones. And then bring your legs to tabletop. So again, try not to tuck in past 90, but to stay right there. Pull that belly in, stabilize your back, and then I want you to open and close your legs like little butterfly flaps or like a clamshell on your back. So knees towards the midline, knees externally rotate from the hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, lower down, do a little bridge to open up those hip flexors for a second, and put the ball between your knees. So right above your knees and your thighs. Legs come back up. Now we're going to reverse that. So this is more of that windshield wipering instead of butterflying. So my feet touch and my feet go away from each other. So now I'm internally rotating, sinking into that deep belly, feeling those deep hip flexors work as I bring it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock yourself up to seated. Put the little ball behind your low back again. We're going to do a little teaser variation here. So I want you to curl that tailbone back, open your heart, lift a leg to table and the other. And then we're just going to tap and tap and tap. Like the toe taps we did earlier. Oh, pull the abs in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down and sit it up. All right. We're going to the side. So if you guys will take yourself onto one side, I'm laying on my right side, but I'll say top and bottom. The ball is going to go under my rib cage. I'm laying towards the back half of my mat in a nice straight line with my spine. And then my feet are going to be ever so slightly in front. I can go into a little shoulder balancing on my elbow. You can go down onto a forearm, and your top hand can be a kickstand. So you can pick, and you might change based on what we're doing here. So I want you to lift those abs in and cinch up that waist. So the rib cage, think inflate the ball, so we're not just hanging on it, right? But we're staying nice and steady there. All right, so from here, we're going to do a little side kick. So lift that top leg up in line with your hips, okay? And then we're gonna go kick, kick, pull. If you can, flex ankle, and then point. Kick, kick, pull, kick, kick, pull, kick, kick, pull. Two more. Kick, kick, pull. Stay inflated in that ball. Kick, kick, pull. And then hold that leg long. Reach it long, long, long. Stay parallel, meaning don't turn out from the hip. And give me small little circles, like you're tracing the ball or a salad plate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse your circle. Back. Again, hips and shoulders stay stacked and stable. Abs stay cinched in. 3, 2, 1. Rest that down a second. All right. So we're going to do a little arabesque lift here, which means we're going to lift that leg up and pull it behind you. So that front of the hip is nice and open and the glute is active, but try not to make this go into the low back. So those abs stay pulled in. Okay, ready? Lift, tap towards the floor. Lift, find the range that works for you. You should be feeling the big glute max as well as the glute med and min on the side. Abs are drawing in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring that forward. We're going to turn out. So both feet are kind of in your little Pilates V. Wrap those thighs a little bit. Slide your top leg up to where your toe is right by your other knee. Again, strong shoulders and core. And again, we're going to lift a little tap up and down. So like a little développé tap in that little passe frog shape. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that foot up just a little bit. I want you to rotate. Knee down, knee up, knee down, knee up, keeping the angle of the knee the same. We're internal and external rotating. A little clam and reverse clam all together. Rotate, rotate. 3. Y'all feeling that like me? 2, and 1. Nice. And then bring yourself up from there. Okay, before we go to the other side, we're going to go to all fours for a little stretch. So the ball, just don't let it roll away. Take that leg that was just on top, cross it over your other leg, and then sit back. And we'll just stretch that hip out a little bit. So it's kind of like your shell stretch, but with your legs crossed. Some say the kind of like you're waiting in line to pee. No lines, we're all at home right now. And then bring it in, uncross. And then we're going to switch to the other side, okay? So the ball under that rib cage on the back half of your mat, if you're on a mat. If not, just find a straight line on the floor. All right, and then that ball, again, under the rib cage, not the waist, so it's supporting you. You can be on your elbows like this. I like a little kickstand. Hands like I'm holding a cupcake. I don't want to smash it. Hips stacked, ribs lifted, belly pulling in. Okay, we're going to lift that top leg forward, and then we're going to go kick, kick, pull, side kick, pull. Abs in, breathe, and pull, kick, kick, pull, kick, kick, pull, breathe. 4 more. Kick, kick, pull. Don't lose those abs. Keep inflating that ball. Pull. 1 more time. Kick, kick, pull, and then bring it down a moment. All right, we did circles. Lift that leg back up, reach it long, stay long through the side of the waist, and give me those small parallel circles. So they need to be small enough that you don't rotate out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 8. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Tiny pause. This is the arabesque. So we're going to lift it up, pull it back behind us. Hips and shoulders still stay square. Abs are really firing on that top side. Glute and lateral hip. Ready? Tap towards the floor and lift. That hip stays extended. This is so good to work those glutes, especially if any of y'all have been staying a little bit more in a seated position as we're working from home or watching that Tiger King crazy show. 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. All right, so we're going to do a little slide the leg up into that developpe. You're turned out, but make sure your hips and shoulders are stacked and you're not rolling back, right? Abs lifted, ball inflated. Now I'm just going to tap my shin and lift and lift. Find that deep in that seat, in those deep rotators. Breathe. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Now rotate knee down, knee up. Internal. So you guys, that thigh and butt junction, the thas and the sas side. 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2. Hips are burning. Last one. And then bring it in. So back to those all fours if that works for you. And then I'm going to cross that leg that was just on top, which was my right, behind my left. Square hips and shoulders and sit back. It's a nice little hip stretch. Breathe right there. And then come back to all fours. If you can put your little ball just above, between your knees, but maybe just above it so you can move at the knees. And then we're going to do a little knee hover here. So I want you to get strong in those shoulders. Lift your rib cage. Toes should be tucked under. Hover your knees. Like a little mini plank. Hold right there. Hugging that floor. So shoulders and arms are active. And then bring it back down. I'm going to add a knee swivel to this if it works for you. So strong shoulders, lift the rib cage, hover the knees, and then swivel. Pelvis, rib cage up, stays stationary, and we're rotating side to side. 4, 3, breathe, 2, 1, knees down. Take a little rest. All right, you can stick with either one of those if you need to. I'm going to go out to or lift up to a full plank. So I'm going to reach my arms a little bit away from me so that I can get set without having to walk with a ball between my knees. Tucking toes under, I'm going to lift up to a strong plank. Shoulders and wrists are lined up. You can be on your forearms if you need to. Now, tap your knee and lift. They don't have to touch, but aim in towards the floor. Pull the belly in to pull those knees in. 4, scoop. 3, scoop. 2, scoop. 1, reach and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest it down. Nice. Ball out from between your legs. We're going to go back down to our back. We're going to put the ball under our tailbone. So start with a big inhale. Exhale, roll back down to your back. And then we're going to bridge up and put the ball under your tush. So you guys, it's not in your back. We're going to find that same connection that we had at the beginning here. So ribs to hips, slightly posterior tilt. So you're really nice and connected here. Arms by your side, legs up to tabletop. Yeah? Okay. So we're going to scissor. We're going to go slow and add a little extra pulse. So I want you to think, reach, reach. Inhale up. Exhale, exhale. On my tempo. Exhale, exhale. Exhale, reach. Exhale, reach. Stay tight in those abs. Long through both sides of the waist. Reach. 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 One more. Reach. Meet me at the top. Now we're going to pick up that tempo and the legs are going to pass in space. Okay? So again, think more about the reaching leg than the pulling leg, and we switch, switch, switch. You can keep it slow if you need to for your control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees in. All right, so we're gonna do frogs. So if you'll go to your Pilates stance, flex your feet and pull them in towards your seat. Knees are coming in towards the body, and then I want you to point the toes and reach out long. Energy, pull it in, reach it long. Pull it in, reach it long. Pull it in, reach it long. For 4, reach. 3, 2, 1. Now bring it in. I'm going to call this one an extended frog. So we're going to actually do more of that breaststroke frogging kit. So starting in your heels together, toes apart, knees bent, turned out position. We're going to take our legs out to the side and then sweep them down. And we're just going to keep it low. In, open, and down. In, open, and down. In, open, and down. 2 more. In, open, together. In, open, together. Pause. Can you, right here, go straddle, bring your heels together, press it long. Straddle, bend into your diamond frog, press it out. Open, bend, reach. Open, bend, reach. Open, bend, reach. 2 more. Open, bend, reach. Open, bend, reach, and then hug it in for a second. Okay, so we're gonna go tabletop, and then I want you to lower down and up a little bit. Those double leg lowers we did at the beginning. Just a little lower. Now find where your low spot is and hold it. Now, I want you to go heel, hamstring, hamstring. If you flex your foot, sometimes you feel a little bit more than if you point your toe. So can you find hamstrings, hamstrings, hamstrings? Legs staying, thighs together, right? 4, 3, 2, 1, hug it in. All right, so from here, we're gonna take those feet back to the floor, lift up into a little bridge, and then I want the ball between your knees. We're gonna do a couple articulating bridges, okay? So a little squeeze of the ball, press hands into the mat. I gotta get my head back in line with my spine for this. And then we're gonna pelvic curl and peel up. Keep energy into that ball. Reach those knees long. And then melt it back down. This is usually safe for most people. If you've got a herniated disc known in your back, you might want to hinge instead of peel, but otherwise, we're usually okay to peel up. Peeling up long and strong with control. Energy in that ball, opening up. Again, this is that anti-sitting move. Peel it down and lengthen back out. So peel, scoop it up, and reach it long. Roll it back down, bone by bone by bone. All right, I want you to take that ball and put it under your right foot and then lay back down into your bridge. We're gonna do a little asymmetrical hinge bridge here. So you're gonna push down into that ball and into the floor. Hips stay level, press hands into the mat, and then lift and lower. Lift and lower. You should feel some glutes and hamstrings on both legs, but especially the little wobbly ball leg. 4, 3, 2, hold this one up. And now give me a little roll forward and back. Roll forward and back. Forward and back. For 3, 2, 1, lower down. All right, we're gonna switch the ball to the other side. I use my feet to do it. You can sit up and use your hand. Knees and hips equal in the amount of position here. Tighten your core. Engage those deep abs and then lift into your bridge, like a drawbridge, straight up and down, pushing into that foot on the ball especially, trying to keep your hips as level as you can as you do this. 4, 3, 2, hold, and then take the ball in and out. Hold that bridge, don't lose it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right, we need the ball in our hands. I got one more bridge variation because it's so good to work that backside. Okay, hands up in the air if you can. If that doesn't work for you, put the ball under one hand. Okay, so you can have asymmetrical arms. I'm gonna hold my arms up. Lift back up into my bridge. This is the shoulder bridge. I'm gonna bring my right leg to tabletop and extend it 10 times. I'm gonna lower and lift. Every time I lower, I'm gonna push onto the ball and lift. Lower and lift. Again, I could have my hands here and push into the ball and push into the ball. Lowering and lifting, hips as level as I can keep them. I was talking, not counting. So we'll do 2 more. Pushing into that left leg. Oh, it's working so much. And then find toe ball heel. Reset if you need to. Otherwise, either the ball goes down under the left hand or stays in the sky. Left leg to tabletop. There's a little weight transfer to that right side. Straighten that leg up. Hips level. Try to keep the sides of the waist long. Lower and lift that leg for 10. 9, squeeze the ball. Whether you're pressing into the mat or into the sky. 4, 2, 1. Bend the knee, find the floor, and bring it down. Nice. All right, rock yourself up to seated. So from here, y'all, we have just about 10 more minutes, maybe not even that long. We're gonna put the ball on the mat and lay on our belly. We need a little extension work here, okay? So I'm gonna reach my arms out long. I'm gonna back up so you can see my ball, okay? So my hands are on the ball, or it could be on the mat, okay? So from here, I'm gonna go into my long line. I'm gonna push pubic bone down, lift my belly button, squeeze my bum just a little bit. From here, I want to come into a little swan. I'm gonna roll with straight arms, that ball towards me as I lift my torso. Yeah, see how my back's not going into a big L? Find your extension. Start with pulling the ball towards you. Your shoulder blades glide down your back, and then you lift, and then lower back down. So again, set the shoulders, and then extend through your rib cage, thoracic spine. Head stays in line with the spine. 3 more like that. Set shoulders, and then lift, and lower back down. Set the shoulders, lift, lower back down. Last time. Set the shoulders, lift, and lower back down. Okay, so from here, we're gonna bring the ball in to our sternum. So right above that chest, if you guys will, so on your sternum, right above your chest. All right, so that's gonna give us a little support. I would like you to bring your hands to double salute. My legs are out long. You can tuck your toes under if that makes you feel more stable. I wanna flex over the ball a little bit and then lift up. Down a little bit and lift up. You need to move an inch. Down and up. Again, a little more extension. I want to lift my belly button, pubic bone into the mat. Hold your little bit of extension. Don't throw your head back. Rotate, tap right elbow towards floor. Center, left elbow towards floor. So the ball is giving you a little bit of support here, but I'm trying to lift off and keep it as inflated as I can using my abs, my back extensors, the rotators. 1 more each side. Rotate, rotate, and release. Nice. All right. A little swimming or breaststroke arms. So not the flutter swimming, but like we're swimming breaststroke. So channel your inner Michael Phelps. He was really good at this. Lift your belly. Hands hover by your shoulders off to the side like a W. Reach your hands out. Circle them around. Can you lift the heart one more inch? Bend elbows, dive forward like you just pushed off the pool wall. Inhale, circle them around. Exhale, reach. Inhale, circle around. Exhale, reach. Inhale, circle around. Exhale, reach. Two more. Inhale. Inhale. And then bring it back. So hands on the ball again. Sit back, reach those arms forward, and give me that little shell stretch again. So pull your abs in, hips go back, reach, breathe, and then bring it back up. Nice. Okay, so almost done here, you guys. We're gonna go into a little thoracic spine. So I want the ball now under your shoulder blades, right around where that chest strap or bra strap would be. Hands behind your head, supporting. Knees bent a little bit away from you. I want you to flex over the ball. Feel that nice opening of that thoracic spine that we just did. And then I want you to pull ribs to hips and come up into a little crunch. And then lean back and push your head into your hands. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, stay a moment. All right, we're going to add a little rotation to this. So as we come up to that long line, I want you to hold that. Rotate to one side, and then give me a little extend back and up. Staying on that same side. Keep your hips level and stable and connected. Feeling those obliques for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Lay back for a moment. We have to do the other side. Big breath in. Exhale. Lengthen that spine. Push your head into your hands. And then rotate to that other side. So now my right elbow is pointing between my knees. Left arm is down. And I'm going to lift. Supporting my head. Pushing my head into my hands so I'm not pulling or leading with my chin. Find that top side of your waist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Stretch it back out. I have one more move here and then we just have a couple stretches. So find that diagonal line. Now we're going to let go of our head if you can. Hands in front of us, and I want you to open and close. So we're low. We're in just a little bit of a chest lift with the ball supporting us. And I want you to open and just hug for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind your head to control your way down. Find where that just feels like a nice stretch. Can you take, resting your head down, can you take your arms out to a Y or a V or like the YMCA and then pull your hands down into a W? They may or may not touch the floor depending on your tightness, but this is a nice chest and shoulder opener. So we're getting those pecs. Again, if you've been spending any time over computers, last 2, last 1, hands behind your head, bring yourself up to a little bit of flexion, and then use your hands to help rise yourself back up. Take the little ball out from between your tail, bring your legs together, feet flexed. We're gonna roll into a little like spine stretch forward. I want you to roll that ball towards your toes, flexing over, feeling the stretch. And then roll the ball back up. Roll the ball forward. And then inhale, rebuild. One more. Roll it forward. Stretch out those backs, those shoulders. And then restack. All right, turn to the side. I'm going to bring into my mermaid Z-sit. I'm going to put the ball under my right knee, and then my left leg is behind me. If this doesn't work for your hips, both legs straight out is your option. So we're just going to side bend towards the not ball leg, towards that left. And then bring it up. And a little side bend. One more time, big inhale, stretching from my elbow to my hip on that side. And then bring it up. I'm going to switch my legs to the mermaid Z-sit the other way. I'm putting the ball under my front, the leg in front knee, the other leg's back behind me, or again, straight out works. Now I'm going to rotate, or sorry, side bend up towards, pushing into the mat with that hand, lifting that rib, and breathe. And then bring it up. And again, reach. And breathe. One more. Reach. And then breathe. Bringing both legs forward. Ball is going to go behind my back. I'm going to push into the ball. Right? And I'm going to open my sternum and lift. Maybe you have the range of motion to push the ball into the floor and lift. Breathe right there, y'all. And I am done with you. I hope you join me for this workout. If not, you can always come back and do it. Not live, but recorded. Have a great day, y'all. See you soon.